Good morning. I thought I would take you along with one of my random adventures. I've been having like a super wonky sleep schedule. So I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting my plant, I'll show it to you later. I'm trying to root a bunch of stuff. But I was semi-productive, but it's now dawn and I want to go on a little adventure. I live on Playa del Amor, but the sunrise. I live on Playa del Amor, but the sunrise is better. All the colors are better, honestly, on Playa Colorada because I am blocked by the rocks, unless I want to climb up there in low tide, which is quite possible, but not today. But at first light, sun rise is coming, but it's first light. I can get around without a flashlight. So we are going over to the next beach. So I will show you, we are heading down this little goat path of mine. And hello, Mr. Floaty. Past this beautiful view with the newest mega yacht. My bird feeder. And this is the goat path up to the road here. It gets less challenging every day, but it was something when I first got here. So there's some steps, they've actually been reshoveled in. This was more of a slide. And then you have these beautiful trees. It's a real jungle path. I have a rake now, so I can come up and start cleaning. But up we go. Push it around. Maybe better light this way. Ah, the adventure. So I think I counted. There is 41 tires of fairly steep descent and ascent, but it is a great workout. My ass is tighter. You can hear that we're up to the road. Wow, I didn't even have to stop. That might be the first time. And it's not so hot. So yeah, here we are up at the road. Ooh-wee. Still a little winded. So you see things are happening. Everybody's waking up. It's always like a super early start here. I'm gonna see. Let's see if we can see the moon. Yes, that is the moon. The moon was full a few nights ago. It was wondrous and magical, and you can still mostly see it. The view back, because we're gaining light. Voila. Very quickly. Voila. Wow, it's busy today. What's going on? I'm not usually up and on the road this early, but it seems to be a popular time. First light. Well, I guess it would be a popular time, because if there's no street lights, it's safer to come out as soon as you can see. The moment. So if you can see, the ocean is right down there. It's pretty steep. I've heard many a drunken tale, but apparently, when you're drunk, you bounce. So hardly anybody has died. I don't know if you can see this behind me, how steep that entry is. Even motorcycles need to get like a running start and they don't always make it. It's like steep. I'd say 45 degrees. Maybe more actually. Not a path I care to take. So yeah, look at those beautiful colors. Ah! We're almost there to the other beach. But I can see the colors already. The light, it came fast. The birds are all awake now. The parrots, I can see them overhead flying in pairs. There's so many different parrots, but I'm talking about specifically the smaller green parrots and the lorikeets that live in the palms, and they kind of go all together. I haven't heard any toucans yet or macaws, but we will. Ah, we've arrived. Switch the view. Hello. So this is the rocky outcropping I've crossed from my area. And we descend this not so steep embankment to get onto the beach. The colors are just starting. The full moon-ish is still up in the sky. Last time I went for a swim as the moon was setting and the sunrise was starting. It was pretty epic. So we're gonna go this way. So this is Playa Colorada. Let me actually, no, I'll leave my shoes on for now. But it's still high tide. Well, not full high tide, but the tide is definitely high. It's receding. Beautiful morning. I'm also secretly, not so secretly, hoping to catch the fishermen coming in. It is a very small chance of happening, but believe it or not, I've been in Drake for 23 days, and I've had no fresh fish. What is this? I don't understand, but yeah, apparently there's lots of, all the restaurants have it. I've gone to restaurants. I gotta go once or twice a week maybe. But I haven't had like the fresh whole fish, which is part of the Drake experience. Which is probably why that I can't get fish, because everybody wants fish. So this is the shade underneath one of the magnificent mango trees that line the Drake beaches. Their beaches are actually lined with fresh fruit trees and wild growing bananas. Well, the whole country is, but I'm sinking in the sand. I love this time. I love it. So the sunrise, let me turn you around, actually comes from behind the bay there. So if you're really high up, you can see true sunrise. But here we got the residual colors, which is still astounding. And the bird noises. This is actually a great time to go swimming. Look how calm it is. It's actually my favorite time of the day to go paddleboarding as well, because the sun is not out. The colors are there. It's yes, if I wasn't taking this adventure, I probably would have been thinking right now, I should get my paddleboard. But we are here on Playa Colorada. I haven't done this for a while. I don't live directly on this beach anymore. And although it's a very short jaunt, I haven't made it for sunrise. I'm gonna switch you, well, we'll turn around. So we've got the mega yachts over there. We have the local boats that are going to be doing the tours and the transportation. They're all starting right now. If I was taking a boat to San Josecito, I would be leaving right about now, sunrise, as they are going to Serena Station and they drop off some people there. It's kind of a semi-economical way to get out there and not have to hike the 3 hours, 3.5 hours to that point. The hike is actually a must-do, and on the itinerary for all my guests here, because if you come, you have to do the coastal jungle hike. It's just epic. You see so much, but it is a hike, and I am more into like leisurely activities like floating and floaties, sup yoga. Well, I guess everything's not leisurely, but long 3.5 to 4 hour hikes are no longer for me. So this is one of my favorite little spots. There's lots of wood in the background. A lot of people some people make fires here. I'm still in like, yeah, that doesn't let you do anything mode, but really anything goes here. Within reason. Let's have a look. Ah, the ocean is beautiful. The colors. I'm gonna get around to the little river area, and that is where you can kind of catch the river in the pictures. It's just like an epic little spot. I really love this too. Like, you can see all the reflections of the sky. I think I'm gonna have to take some pictures. Here comes the water. You have to be careful how, well, depending on what you have on. I have flip-flops on, so it doesn't really matter. Other than it can take your flip-flops off. Look how beautiful. Hello. Oh, wonderful. We are coming up to my favorite tree. Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite tree so far is the Malay apple. It is actually just starting to drop fruit. Oh, there might be some fruit on the ground. Oh my god. Some uneaten fruit? That would be crazy. Oh my god. Let's show you what's on the ground. So this is the tree. I've been looking for fresh fruit. The crabs. It's between me, the crabs. This one's like mostly whole. It's kind of soft though, so I'm gonna have to think about that one. But look at it. Like, this one's been eaten a little bit by the crabs. This one's like actually fairly okay. It's got only a couple of bites. Yes, that's how I live here in Costa Rica. But you get to see some of the ripe fruit. So this one looks perfect, except for that it's been eaten. Look how big that is. Wow. Definitely perks to coming early. You can see that a bunch of them have come down. And see what's come down here. Just down for a second. Yeah, you see like all the bites. There's all the different animals. So while you're scrounging down here, you also have to remember that you're not the only one that likes these. So this is the tree. You can see, oh, I can see some ready to come down. I've almost missed the sunrise because I forgot and got so excited about these apples. But I am taking them. Haha! So as I've been staring at the fruits, this has been happening. Yep, pretty cool. Ah, look what's blooming. I don't actually know what it is, but it's gorgeous. I think it's the first time I've noticed it blooming. Ah. So as I'm walking along, I want to show you some of the other things that are just like seriously within feet. So these actually bloom behind me. It's just starting. This is another fruit. It is not edible to us. It's kind of, they use it for animals, but the blooms are amazing. You can't pick them, but they fall off on the ground. I don't see any that are available right now, but I actually take them home and make mini bouquets because the scent is beautiful. Right next to it, I have to watch where I'm going. Maybe you can see it in the background. There is little yellow flowers that are also blooming. I'm not sure what that is, but it could possibly be another fruit or just an ornamental. There's a vine actually on the road in this area that somebody gave me one of the flowers as a gift. And it is amazing. I'm gonna have to go up there on the way back maybe, because I would love to get a cutting, and I've requested a cutting. It is beautiful. It's got this big spray of flowers and they're purple and white. It looks like little orchids, but it's like 8 to 10 in a bunch. What do we got here? So the boat is leaving behind me. I'm not sure where they're going, but they are definitely off on an adventure for the day. There's tons of tours that I can help you arrange if you decide to come to Drake. I want to show you this. Beautiful birds of paradise just growing wild. The beach here is so rich. Ah, the life on the water. Ah. It's gonna be a glorious sunrise. I think there's just enough clouds to really absorb the color. So I have made it to my favorite spot, just where one of the rivers join the ocean. It has really old trees that overhang it. There's a lot of character. I know that there's about 1 billion lizards that live in these trees. And how beautiful is this? The colors are just starting to come out for the sunrise. I'm gonna walk from under the tree. There's one person on the beach. Usually there's horses. Sometimes they do sunrise horseback riding. But I'm gonna actually take off my shoes. It is still quite wet on the sand. So mornings. Mornings are a big time and where most of the tours depart between 6 and 8 a.m. depending. Whoever is lucky enough to have booked today is going to have a spectacular day. Most days are beautiful, actually. But some are just more beautiful than others. Sometimes the glass, like seas, are amazing. Some days clarity is a little bit more than others. You see all the vultures on the sand drinking from the fresh water. There's a couple more over here. Sometimes is a great time in the morning to look for shells, but the tide is at a taking away point in its day. Ah, how beautiful. So that was what I wanted. I was hoping to see some fishermen, but I do not see a boat. And they would probably be back by now. At least the guys I'm looking for. So I will go back across to my little beautiful patch of sand. Slowly. Maybe I'll come over and say hello to the vultures first. Look at them running away. I find it's hilarious how they run across the sand. They're quite comical. I find that animals really do have their own personalities. And I find vultures, of all things, to be comical. Hello. So they're probably wondering what exactly I'm doing. At least one of them is. It is a very cool spot because this is where freshwater meets ocean. I have a couple of really small streams, but this is one of the bigger ones. There's 3. So we get a lot of herons. It's a little bit more diversity where the easily seen if you hang out here. And definitely lots of fishing opportunities at the mouth there. But this is where people go swimming, so probably not the best area, but there's lots of other great spots on this beach. It is on my to-do list. That's the parrots. They usually fly in pairs to wherever it is that they're going. Ah, I love the bird song. The vultures have stopped their dance. They don't trust me.